of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one. So they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. From the 30 on second down, Goff. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. A shotgun snap for Goff. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And out across midfield down to the 45. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. And really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Lions at 500 at 6-6. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Badgley's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph, and the Lions are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming out. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Goff. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit 1st down.
That's good for a Lions.
They run out of the gun with Swift. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Gone. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needed to come up with something here on 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Romeo Okwara working his way in and getting the tackle for loss.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A first down throw for Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, here's another one right there.
On third down, Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. To throw, Cousins. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Fortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Kirk Cousins scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Vikings 7, Lions 3. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Joseph on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Lions 3. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Williams, the man in motion left. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on the 17-yard line.
A final shot before break here. Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's the end of
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Cousins gives way to Cook. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Cousins. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Throwing is Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Cousins. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. A gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Joseph's got it. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's good for a Lion.
Play action. It's gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And now here is another interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Off the play fake, Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Play action now. Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 25. 4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Yeah, he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions force force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like...
There he goes, left side. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Back now at Ford Field, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play.
Jeff Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They run again on first down. Cook, a solid stiff arm. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Play fake. Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aiden Hutchinson in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Running for it. Here's Cook. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed.
And, it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a two-score game even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. 61 yards on the ground for him so far.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 13. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Here's Cook again.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.